I'm Eric Hannett. I was a game warden for 17 years, and this is my wife, Ash. She's an artist and photographer. We live on our sailboat Wild with our 2 dogs. We've set out to find adventure, freedom, and a simple lifestyle. From the mountains of New Hampshire to the mighty Atlantic, we hope you'll follow along and put a little wilderness in your bones.
Alright, we have super light wind, so we just put the head sail up. Give us a little bit more speed, but we're still motor sailing. We don't have super far to go today. We only have like 5.5 more miles. So we should be there by like 2:30 or 3, hopefully. And then we can swim because it's so hot. There's no shade, it's just baking us.
So we're in the Sassafras River. This is like Lloyd Creek. It's a pretty cool little spot. We're just kind of exploring the area, finding a place to go that's, you know, out of the wind, out of the whatever. The water is definitely like, not fresh water, but not all salt water either, so it's kind of cool. Kind of nice. Nice to get a break, swim in some fresh water once in a while. Or fresher water. But it's a pretty cool little spot. We just got here at this anchorage. We're headed to Annapolis, and we're gonna meet my brother and his wife and spend a couple days with them. And like they live just outside of Annapolis, so we're gonna get a break from the boat for a couple days. It'll be nice just to get off the boat and live kind of a normal life for a couple days, and see family. Yeah.
I wish we could get in here and anchor, but we can't.
No, it's too shallow.
Everywhere's too shallow for us, except for far off the beach, which stinks. But
Yeah, we have a
5.5 foot.
boat with a deep draft, and it goes really slow, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
That's a combination.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't go anywhere
Fast.
fast.
We can't go anywhere
Or
remotely
anywhere.
shallow.
So we're leaving the Sassafras River and we're going like another 11 miles south because with the current tide cycle we have to leave at high tide so that we can catch the tide going out to take us down the river. Unfortunately, high tide's been at like 11 something in the morning, so we have to leave kind of like midday, which doesn't give us a ton of daylight. So we're doing these little like 10 and 11 mile hops, which are, I guess it's better than nothing, but it's not getting us very far very quickly.
Yeah. And we go so slow.
We go 9 miles an hour, basically. Yeah.
And we haven't had any wind. Like
There's no wind.
yesterday we had a little bit of wind, it helped us. But today we've got 2.4 knots of wind.
Yeah, our little whirly gig at the top of the mast, that's what we call it. It's barely whirling or gigging, it's just like.
So we're on another beach, we're at another anchorage. This is kind of what we've been doing. We've been doing like 10 mile, huh? Yeah. We've been doing 10-mile stretches, if you will, because we go so slow and we have to leave at high tide, so it only gives us a couple hours. But you know, it's been good in a way because it's given us time to stop and kind of enjoy things and not have the dogs have such a long trip. There's a big giant beach and there's nobody here at all.
It looks like the Pacific Northwest, like it doesn't look like Maryland.
Yeah,
which
I mean,
makes
I
me
don't
happy because
really
I didn't
know
have.
Maryland. I didn't really have any expectations of Maryland, only because like the only time I've been to Maryland has been in the military and then just kind of going through it. So it's always very populated. Hold your breath. It's a pretty good little current. It's the tide. It's the tide rushing out.
No.
You scraping?
Ow. Oh yeah. Ow.
You gotta stay in the deep side. This is what we do for fun. We can't. We don't have any water parks or anything to go to, so this is what we do.
Watch your head on that log. Ready? Come on, Ruby. Let's go.
And that's it. I'm grounded. I ran aground. Watch your head. Run aground.
Alright, we're doing our morning preparations to sail, which includes taking all the sail covers off beforehand, because I don't really like doing it while we're underway, because I'm a klutz and I get hurt doing just about everything.
Or nothing.
Or nothing.
Or enough gear on that stuff.
Guys, who needs the gym when you have a winch handle, or a winch that doesn't work super well?
You ready? Ready. What's this? Sail. What's name?
That's my workouts lately. So it's a little bit nastier out than predicted. They're calling for like 0.7 foot seas, but this is more like 2.7 foot. But it's alright. We still have decent wind, so we have the head sail out. And we're getting ready to go under the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. And by getting ready, I mean in probably like 2 hours or so. And
Yeah,
then,
we need plenty of time to get ready.
yeah, and then we're heading to Annapolis. Alright, so we are at a mooring in Annapolis. I gotta dive in there and try to clean the prop a little bit and clean the rudder and see if maybe that helps us pick up a little bit of speed. And this is the best visibility water we've seen so far on this trip besides out in the ocean. And by best visibility, I mean you can't really see much at all, but it's better than the mud water in the Delaware. So I'm getting my stuff ready to go in. So the rudder has a ton of growth on it. It's not really easy treading water, trying to clean it. It looks like a swamp and it's like 15 feet deep. But I'm scrubbing it best I can, I guess, for now. I think I'm gonna try to do this again on Monday when the boat traffic dies down. Not really like, if you could see, getting crushed between the dinghy. Diving under the boat was a lost cause today. It's not rough in here, but it's Labor Day weekend and there's a lot of boat traffic, and the boat is there's no visibility. The visibility was the other day it was good, but we didn't have time to dive down there and work on it. So I'm gonna try again on Tuesday, because today
Probably Monday.
or maybe Monday, but Monday's still the holiday weekend, so probably Tuesday.
Oh, I mean,
morning, maybe early.
I think we're gonna try to do breakfast
Oh.
here.
Oh, alright, so whatever. They don't need to know this.
No.
Anyway, so I'm going to try to dive on it either Monday or Tuesday when hopefully the visibility gets a little bit better when the boat traffic dies down. And then I don't have a 10,000 pound boat going like this over my head. Especially because Eric is working on other projects inside. And he won't know if I get knocked out and drown. And I don't want to drown in Annapolis because I don't like it enough to die here. What are we doing?
We are in Annapolis. Again, hard word to
Eric
say.
struggles with that word.
In Annapolis. We are in Annapolis, Maryland, and we are dinghying up as far as we can to get to a Napa, so we can get a new belt for our.
Not Annapolis, a Napa store.
We're in Annapolis to go to a Napa store to get a spare belt, because the spare belt that we have turns out is cracked. I thought it was a good one, but it's not. So we're walking to Napa to get a belt, and so far it's been good. It's nice that we have like the phone that'll tell us the walking route versus which we used the phone when we were in Newport to get us to Walmart, and apparently
it took us down the highway.
It took us down like the highway. We had to like cross like
highway.
6 lanes of highway to get to Walmart.
With our stupid backpacks on.
Yeah, but this is a lot better. So far, so good.
Definitely.
It's a nice little neighborhood, nice little walk. Good for the dogs.
It's gonna rain.
They like it.
It looks like it's gonna rain again.
Yeah, looks like rain over there.
$8.
There you go. I got 4 mangoes and 3 plantains, so I'm happy.
They seem pretty fresh too.
Yeah, they did.
Good.
It's worth the walk in the rain, basically.
Yeah. Annapolis has been a great town. Like I really like. I think it's a cool town. It's very cruiser friendly. Like there's a ton of dinghy docks, and there's a ton of places you can go, and like their harbor master's place is showers. There's all kinds of stuff. So it's a pretty cool town. And it's very inexpensive. Like we've been staying on a mooring for $25 a night, which is amazing. And you don't get anything, of course. Like you're not like at a dock where you get power and all that stuff.
No, but you get to use the showers.
Yeah, you can use the showers. You get to use the laundry. You got to pay for the laundry, of course, but no big deal. But there's like 22 dinghy docks that you can dinghy to in this town. There's all kinds of restaurants and stuff. So it's a really cool town. Anybody on a boat, I would highly suggest coming here. But even if you're not, even if you want to come and check it out, and
However,
there's tons of cool restaurants, there's tons of cool stuff. But we've got some things done. We got I think we have our water tank fixed. It was leaking. I think that's fixed now. And what else did we do? Oh, we got our belt. We went to
Napa.
We went to Napa today. We have a new belt, it's a spare belt, but the spare belt that we had, I didn't realize it had a crack in it, and so it was no good. And so without the belt, if something happens to the belt and it breaks, we can't start the engine because the starter requires the belt to drive the engine to start it, turn it over. So we got that fixed, and then we got what else did we get done? Anything else? We didn't really get a ton done. Like we were planning on coming here as we were staying with them every day, but because it was such a long drive, like there was a couple days we didn't come at all, so we didn't get as much done as we were hoping to get done. But we got provisions, we got food from the grocery store, and we're ready to head back out. So we're heading out tomorrow. We got
a hurricane coming.
We got a hurricane coming, which hopefully
well that they're tracking.
Yeah, it's kind of out to sea right now, so hopefully it stays that way. But so yeah, so we're heading south, and we're gonna continue the journey. And it's been good, but Annapolis has been a really cool. We'll definitely come back to Annapolis on the way back. Going up north, there's been a lot of towns we've been to where I'm like, I don't have any need to come back to this place again ever. But Annapolis is
not one of them.
Not one of them. We'll definitely come back here. It's cool. It's a nice town.